Hey, I'm Dr. Tom Huebner, the president here at Meridian Community College, and I am really glad to talk to you by way of this video. Welcome back, and I think you're in a class that is designed to help you be successful in college, and I want to talk to you just for a few minutes about being successful in college. The truth is that a lot of people make it like a dramatic event, like I'm going to college, and it is, it's really important. And to be successful requires a lot of discipline, for example. But what I want you to think about is what you're capable of and what's possible for you. So, for example, I'm going to start with something really simple. If you want to be successful, you need to attend class. Crazy, I know, but you have to be there. You have to be present. I forget what movie it is that talks about that. The important part is just being present, just showing up. If you go to class, it's amazing. I mean, you'll build relationships, you'll be seen, you'll be able to talk with your instructors, and all of that will become very, very important as you progress through your educational career. So just show up, go to class, listen when you get there, talk to people when you get there. Similarly, I would say my second pointer for being successful in college is that you should communicate with your instructor. I mean, I know it sounds simple, but literally, send your instructor a note. If you don't understand something, talk to your instructor. I know that a lot of students get very nervous about talking to an instructor, but there's nothing to be nervous about. I promise you, our instructors are here because they care about educating students. They care about your learning. They want you to be successful. And if it requires conversation, they can't help you if they don't know. So don't be afraid to talk to your instructor. Build that communication relationship with your instructor. The third thing I would say is to seek help. I promise you that no matter who you are, you might have a 36 ACT, you might have a 6 ACT. It doesn't matter. At some point in your educational career, you're going to need help. So don't be afraid to seek help. I promise you're not the only one who's struggling. So sometimes that help comes by way of a conversation with your instructor, like we talked about. Sometimes it requires something different than that. It might require a conversation with your advisor or perhaps one of the professionals we have here. Go to the tutoring center, for example, in our Student Success Center and talk to someone about the subject matter. Don't be afraid to ask for help. And I promise you, you're not the only one. It's important that you realize your limitations and you know how to seek help to find ways to overcome those limitations. And by the way, just a little secret, this is the only time in your life where that's going to be true. When you graduate, you get a job, you're out in the world somewhere, there are going to be times when you're going to need to find information, you're going to need help. So hone that skill when you're right here at college. That'll help you be successful, not only here and in life. Then I would say, cut yourself slack. That's true. I mean, people often put such high pressure on themselves to excel or to succeed, and sometimes you just have to cut yourself a little slack. You just have to be willing to say, all right, I'm doing the very best I can in these circumstances, and I've sought help, I've talked to my instructor, I'm building relationships with people, I'm attending class, and I'm struggling, and sometimes that's just the way it is. Cut yourself slack, go talk to somebody about it, and see if there's anything or resources that might be available to help you. But cut yourself slack. It's okay, I promise. And I tell people all the time that if it takes you a little bit longer to go through school, that's okay. Because in 3 years, it'll be in 3 years. So, meaning that you can be going to school, or you can be doing, working, or you can be doing something else, and just take life as it goes, but cut yourself a little bit of slack. And then the last pointer I would give you is to dream big. I know that we are so almost consumed by some definition of success, but the truth is that you were created for some very, very specific purpose. You really were, I promise. And that might be a professional career, or it might be just a way of thinking or a way of interacting with other people or caring about other people. But use this as an opportunity to dream big. I promise you, I've had students who have been able to find successful careers in all kinds of professions, in all kinds of fields, in fields and professions that the first time I met them, I would never think they could be successful in that particular area, but they were persistent, and they worked hard, and they dreamed big. And so I would encourage you to do the same. We are so glad you're here at Meridian Community College. If you want to talk to somebody, if you need help, if you need support, if you need encouragement, find somebody. Heck, come by my office and I'll try to give you support, encouragement, and a positive word. But we're really glad you're here, and I hope that you have a great semester, and I hope you persist, and I hope you graduate, and years down the road you can look back at this time and say that is when my life began to change for the better. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.